Good evening, Kenton community. My name is Sabatino Samato. I am your superintendent, and this is your weekly connection update. Let's get a quick overview of the connection. First, in my section, we talk about FAFSA assistance. We also have a focus on security. I told you that's going to be a running item on all of our connections. Then we get into our safety tips for families. We have our school and district highlights. We finish off with our recognition that focuses on our DECA chapter at Kenmore West. Let's dig a little bit deeper into our Kenton weekly connection. First, under me, free FAFSA assistance. You know, folks, our teachers, our family support center has been running this free FAFSA assistance for a few years now, and it really is great. The FAFSA is challenging when people have not done it before, and they're having these sessions, and everyone that's completing this application, you can benefit from this session. And folks, a lot of people don't realize the kiddos complete the FAFSA, and then they have to invite their parents to complete the FAFSA as well. It is a pretty it's a lengthy process, but it is absolutely a doable process, especially when you have people like our expert educators really taking you through that, led by Mr. Panapinto and Mr. Gourlay, working through our Family Support Center. Really check that out and see if you can't sign up for a time. I know that they're there on Monday and Wednesday evenings. The next part in my section is focusing on security. And really, folks, this talks about see something, say something. We always talk about absolutely speaking up, see something, say something. But this section really focuses on being present in order to see something to begin with. You know, especially in this day and age of technology, especially our kiddos, are really having their heads all the time down in cell phones, walking in the street, walking in the school. And we're not going to get into the whole cell phone discussion. It's just when you are in any type of environment, let's focus with our kiddos about being present where they are, realizing what's around you, realizing where you are, realizing where you're walking. You can't know danger if you don't see danger. So please, let's focus on this section with all of our kiddos, even for ourselves, in this weekly connection. Then we get into safety tips for families. You know, the new year brings a lot of things that we should focus on. Some of us have resolutions. I know last year I had a big resolution. I've been doing well on it so far, but a thing that we could all do together is that we could focus on changing our smoke detector batteries. It really is a great time of the year because we can always remind ourselves of the first of the year. We always check our batteries, change our batteries. That's what this section focuses on. Then we get into our school and district highlights. Unique lesson teaches students about vision impairments and Braille. Kenmore West girls basketball team finds different ways to give back to the community. Rotary Club of Kenmore donates $250 to Kenmore East. Hoover Middle students analyze weather patterns during creative science lesson. Kenmore East students learn about early childhood learning at Explorin' More. Forensic science students get hands-on experience with fingerprint analysis. And lastly, students and staff celebrate the holidays. This brings us to our recognition this week, and this week we focus on our Kenmore West DECA chapter, led by teacher Mr. Warchaki, also assisted by other teachers like Mr. Leone, Mr. Mendola, and Ms. Stoll. These kiddos, folks, they just recently competed in a competition of more than 600 students, and 14 other high schools took part in this event. And we actually had students qualify for the New York State competition. These 8 students were the qualifiers: Izzy Bourgeol, Ava McCrae and Caleb Smith, Charles McGavro, Joseph Edwards, Jacob Nice, Dom DiGiulio, and Jack Lepowski. And folks, there were also other students that did a very fine job in this competition. We have a link on our website that could show you the whole story, but I really wanted to take time and congratulate these kiddos, the DECA chapter there at Kenmore West, making us Kenton proud. And that brings us to the end of the connection. And folks, can you believe it? It really feels, I know we're not quite to the halfway point of the school year, but it feels like we're halfway done. We're finishing this quarter strongly. Really, it's an exciting time of the school year. Focus on that last couple weeks of the quarter with your kiddos. Getting in assignments, making sure they stay on top of their assignments, finishing well on tests and quizzes. It can really make the difference in that quarterly grade, because together we can absolutely continue to make our Kenton kiddos strong, continue to make them proud, and continue to move us forward as a Kenton community. Thank you very much and have a wonderful weekend. Go Bills!